You know who it is. It's the most hated person on the planet right now. I'm sure you're aware of it. Um, and he and his buddies and people who are actually involved with him, why they are saying there's no other solution but injection. I'm not even using, again, I'm shifting the words in a different, putting a different word to it, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just frustrating, folks. It's just so frustrating how we've been played. And this other guy is saying that we will have to stay, in this isolation, maybe for a year or 18 months or God knows what, until we don't have a quote-unquote injection. So, this is actually giving us the idea that there's something more behind that. And a lot of people are connecting the dots. And of course, the establishment doesn't want us to connect the dots. And as I was listening to somebody, he said, I think they want us to talk about this condition where we are right now, so that we do not think about this technology of 5. I am not using the next letter to it. Think about. Because even beyond that is another agenda. I know, folks, it's very difficult to swallow, but it's look like right now we are in midst of it. You like it or not. And I would say this, maybe some of you may not agree what I'm saying here. That's fine. Listen, I am not here, to please people, agreements or disagreements. I'm at the point in my life that, no, that's not my role, why I came here. And it's not other people's role to limit this incredible humanity here and just treat us look like we don't have value and we are just so easily disposable. I know I went in a total different direction that I was looking for, but that's okay. I was just kind of bringing out my whole frustration. Another thing's, because look, like I said, so many stuff is coming out, folks. It just freaking blows your mind. Another things is, we are getting right now pacified here in our country with $1,200. I don't know what is going on in the other countries, but I just actually read a small brief information today that actually Spain is trying to is it trying to do the universal income, or they are trying to implement universal income. So what people are not recognizing, actually, yes, it is very difficult right now. Not being able to go to work and all this stuff. But right now, this is why I'm saying we are so played, folks. Nobody was seeing that what they are playing, and because they declared pandemic. That's the key here. Okay. Without declaring it, they could not lock us down and anything else. And when you listen to this international tribunal, you will recognize this is actually even not constitutional. So a lot of stuff is happening, and it will end up to be very interesting when the sun is going into the Taurus. what I was. Oh, we have a Uranus in Taurus. And what else I was thinking that is in Taurus? The moon will be in the Taurus. Yeah. So this will end up to be very interesting. It will be about vocal. People will become very, very vocal. Even though they are using right now the anger, expressing their thoughts, which is actually Aries energy. When they go into the Taurus energy, it will be more intense because it's an earth sign. And also it's opposing the Scorpio. So this will end up to be a very interesting polarity game, guys. I would say the Scorpio will say, do not F with me. And the Uranus would agree with that. Yeah. As I'm saying right now in the recent couple of weeks is that, we are just going step by step, folks. Just step by step, step by step. And every couple of hours, the energies are shifting and changing. When I was telling you, saying that the big BG is the most hated person. Oh, now he's right now kind of trying to plead that he's a victim, through the social media. Are you kidding me? So, how does it feel? Well, this is actually maybe the mirroring back from the humanity, what we are constantly going through. And whenever we are trying to say something, we are just kind of smashed, look like a little ants. Sorry. There is no mercy right now. So let me see what else I am looking for here. So these are actually, folks, the most important aspect right now. What I would say, I would say this also, it will come more on the surface. Because this is just right now the beginning of seeing what's really going on. And I'm telling you, people are digging. People are digging, and breaking shit on the surface. So this will not end up to be pretty. My concern is always when I was sharing with a friend of mine on Friday that, 6 o'clock we will get the announcement, in the plan for the opening. The shutdown. I said I had a weird feeling inside. I was already feeling it will not be satisfactory. And it came out that it's not satisfactory because number one, we've been not even told in the beginning this is what will happen. Okay, so now they are using this scenario. Call it whatever. Some people, there's a humongous spectrum of different people agreeing, disagreeing. And, since everybody has a different opinion, I think, for everybody is plenty there. But one thing, what we really have to be cautious here, folks, that we still have to allow other people's expression. Because today I kind of got a little ticked about the media. They are constantly, pushing the button, because these guys are never satisfied. And I have to laugh because the state where I am, they're being called XY. I'm not mentioning the state where I am, but it's kind of just imagine XY morons. And I said, holy, seriously? And people being kind of attacked because they went outside on the beach. Now, I get it. It's a very difficult situation. We have to always, be accountable. What are we doing? And responsible. But people were blasting those peoples. And it just blew my mind. And ironically, I found on my Facebook a couple hours later, somebody posted a picture from the North Carolina beach, a Navy SEAL standing in the ocean. And in front of him is the sign, the land of free. Think about that. And here, where I am, people are being called morons. Seriously? What that really showed me, and this is what I'm actually contemplating in the last couple of days in my mind, that the more this situation is playing out, folks, the more it shows me how little, I mean, there's a humongous group of people, but on the other side, you see a group of people who are absolutely not informed. And then on the top of that, those who are actually maybe in the leadership or certain positions, they have no clue what's really going on, or they are not informed. Sorry, folks. I'm just kind of hit by the ignorance, and this is why I'm saying, just sitting back and eat the popcorn, the time is over. I mean, if somebody doesn't want to participate, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to participate. But the point is, get informed. Educate yourself. Because everything what we've been told is not so. I mean, you can see it right now. Even scientists, doctors, and many other professions are speaking up. And you know what is amazing to me? And people in position are even not listening to it. We are actually dealing right now with a WHO who is telling us what to do, how to do it, blah, blah, blah. Yet, I just posted today a video how they've been, saying publicly XYZ, yet they've been caught behind the door lying or saying a totally opposite. So, it is time for people to take stand and ask those in position for feedback for the responsibility for the job or position they applied. Because if I'm looking right now, how many people, I don't want even to use governance and all this thing, how many people are actually using this opportunity to play the power grab and power over the people. Yet, so many have no clue what's really going on. Or they don't even, some of them have no clue about the Constitution. And another things about all these doctors who are not willing to stand up right now for the best for the